Hello PlayStation fans! Today we're revisiting Tomorrow Never Dies on the PS1. The sequel to Goldeneye and the first time 007 appeared on the PlayStation. Okay, let's take you back. It's the late 90s, Bond was yet to get all gritty. With silly gadgets and funny quips at every turn.
And what if I need additional support?
It's tested for 100.
The first film of the Brosnan era has a game adaptation that's almost achieved mythical status in the gaming world. Goldeneye 007 is often hailed as one of the greatest first-person shooters ever for a console. So, what did the developers decide to do in the next game? They made it third person. The game was originally intended to be a continuation of the film's story, picking up immediately where Tomorrow Never Dies ended. However, focus groups wanted to see familiar scenes from the film, and so with the developers having to create several new levels, there was simply no time left to finish the game's multiplayer mode.
Do try and bring her back in one piece this time.
Don't I always?
Oh, grow up, 007.
This was a further breakaway from the gameplay that made its predecessor a huge success, as GoldeNeye's 007's multiplayer was perhaps its greatest asset. Additional levels that were already created had to be removed, as the developers couldn't tie them into the film's plot, and so the end result was a game with only 10 levels to play. What? You heard right, 10 levels. And people complain that games are short today. Before we reveal what critics thought of the game, what were your memories of the first James Bond title on the PS1? Jonathan remembers, "It was one of the first games I ever played and I just remember being instantly hooked. Something about running sideways, shooting a machine gun with one hand felt great." Brendan had a different take. Hot garbage. A short, uninspired campaign, frame rate somehow even worse than GoldenEye, dropped the multiplayer. Classic lazy EA cash grab. Matt commented, "Loved this game. Loved the level design, sound effects and the cutback to Bond saying something cool when you complete the objective." John said, "I remember the always run cheat code. It makes Bond move at running speeds even in the game's cutscenes. So he would completely ruin every interaction he had with other NPCs. And finally, Imran says, "The sound effects were hilarious. In the cutscene where Bond is slapped by Terry Hatcher, he makes the same yell sound as he does when he's shot. Still makes me and my brother laugh even now."
I wondered what it would feel like if I ever saw you again. Now I know.
Next Generation said, "Take away the Bond license and what's left is a very basic third-person shooter with little innovation." And IGN wrote, "With only 10 levels, the game has a minimal amount of depth. No multiplayer, no stealth to speak of, and as in the end, really just a vehicle for great music and presentation." The game received an average score of 62% on GameRankings.com based on an aggregate of 28 reviews. So, what were your memories of Tomorrow Never Dies? A fun action adventure? Or perhaps a bit disappointing after playing GoldenEye? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching.
For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you don't miss any videos in the future. Cheers!